get minced. They cost a lot of men to replace. There's not much I can do about that, other than kill and keep moving. Still really hoping that he would go north to deal with, well, the north, but he's having none of that. I need both Mino and Kai to get some free range of movement here, though. I'll get it, but I don't have it just yet. I do not need much of a navy here or in the other place, so I will detach 4 there and there, and then keep the rest of you ready to hunt. Because I want their navy slaughtered. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Managed to take that faster than we took Kyoto. I should clean up some of their units, and then make a pincer move on Kai. Kyoto's going to take quite a while since we lost so many of our cannons there. But it's still going to go. Speaking of gonna go, they outnumber me heavily, but that's okay. We have only the highest quality of heavy ships. I'm also not spying on France, but my ability to spy on France has gone way down the tubes. In fairness, Jake starved like 35,000 men to death in front of them. I'd probably be scared by a sight like that too. Yeah, when I was fighting Japan earlier, I didn't do it terribly well. You can join in the private... No, I won't have you do that. How about you protect trade back home? Do I have units that are sitting in port because they're too scared to do anything whilst at war? It seems not, which is good, because there is nothing to fear when it comes to the enemies. Ooh, I want flutes. Keep on sinking. So, onwards to Kai. Kyoto is down. Speaking of down... Great, we have that as well. So I really want to do Candy whilst I have this wave of devotion. But like I said, I need an Inquisitor for that. Alright, try again. Japan's army is just so strong compared to mine, it's scary. What's also scary is the strength of my seed. I saw Suleiman there, I like that. Okay, they also have a fort over there, which is problematic. Vijayanagara may well declare war on me, which is also an issue. Alright, let's hold on to this. They might move on it, but they also might not. But once this fort is taken, I will have reasonably free movement. I should be able to access all of their provinces. Alright, they want to go north, that's good news for me. But if they just want to arc their way around and take Mino, then that is not good for me, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. Mino is an issue because it's hilly. I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'll split us up. This is just how bad my units are. Look how hard it is for me to take down 2,000 mostly broken men. Oh, well, speaking of getting broken... Yeah, farewell you guys. Oh. Oh, man. I'm not even sure that's worth reinforcing. But I do have a bit of protection, which is rather nice. So I'm out of there. Yeah, the Japanese army. Compared to my army, it's just so superior. But it's also going to die right now. Well, not with rolls like that. Good heavens, my lines are broken already. Am I desperate enough to reinforce you with my previously broken men? I should still win this, but this is what happens when you don't focus at all on your military. It's not a good idea, wouldn't recommend it. But then, why would I play with good ideas in mind? What I could well do though is have you take care of that, because it gives you less of a place to run to. Is he actually running to the Northern Islands? If he goes to Hokkaido, then that's probably the best gift he could give me. Depositing units just to give him fewer areas to reasonably run to. And Dewa Dozo. Good fight, good night, Japan, but you just can't beat me. Didn't even need Hokkaido. But it did feel good to have all my navy standing around going, you think you're hot stuff. So we'll get these sieges done, I'll get my units down here. Actually, it would be a good idea to get my units moving before waiting around. So I'll get them over to Aki, since if I just cross over then I think I'm going to have a harder time. I'm leaving loads of cannons behind since they can rip through Musashi. Speaking of ripping through, there goes their navy. Just unbeatable. They're probably going to run away here next. I'll be ready for them. Japanese just invested heavily into Ashigaru tech, Jake. That didn't work out so well for them, did it? I need that piety high. I don't want to spend money on it, but I'll do it. It feels like not very long ago I was struggling on the cash front, and now I'm rolling in it. Well, I guess I'm just really good. It's the only explanation I have. If I occupy Tosa, these guys have nowhere to run to. So I'm occupying Tosa, in case that wasn't abundantly clear. And what'll I do? I'm going to shovel just about everything I can onto Brunei, since they're going to be integrated anyway. And they're good at converting. Alright, good, you got it. So let's go and slaughter the rest of Japan. Nothing personal. It's nice to have the manpower to do things like this as well. I don't often have the manpower to do things like this. Without mercs, that is. I have the money to use mercs, but hey. Let's try and win things with our own strengths here, right? I out-morale them, but probably only down to being pious. How I have admirable army tradition, I do not know. But they do not have admirable army, so goodbye you. Wonderful. Done and done. Oh, hang on, do I not have access to Satsuma? I feel like I won't. I'll make access, I don't want to leave an opening here. Privateer captain goes rogue. Trade efficiency for 10 years at minus 15% is quite a hit, but our money is doing fine anyway. Still really want that next Diplotech though. At least there's no do not engage command to worry about here. Gotta keep in mind that Korea is allied to Ming, so if and when I go for that island, they're gonna have a thing or two to say about it. At least they're developing it for me. What will your next self-imposed handicap be, Jake? Burning colonies until they all produce grain and fish. If this was EU3, I'd have a little trick for that, but it ain't. Actually, you wouldn't help out there. And there's no need to take any more attrition there. than is strictly necessary. Hmm? Oh, they stuck a better fort there, I see. I know Korea owns another island up here. At least I'd be able to take them and just wait. Actually, that's an exciting prospect. I think we're about to get a spy network on Korea, but that's after I take a quick water break. Easy peasy. Do need those tariffs, but I'm actually going to take the trade efficiency, since that will probably pay for itself, really. It's the great culling. Yeah. I got so much money I should be using it. And I should be having a better time of this. Put it 1 speed 5 next time, okay? Don't know, I wouldn't want something like Ming has declared war. They've sunk your 7 heavies here and are now in New Hormuz with 200,000 men. That is not something I would want to come back from a water break to see, so I stick it on slow. It's either that or pausing it, and I don't want to pause. So Brunei have loads of claims. I struggle to think of any reason not to just give them all of that. Ainu are failing on the other front, but I should give them something so they can at least get this land as accepted. Mushashi's down. I guess I'll get this done eventually. Happy to see no Portuguese around here as well. I want this done. What does it take? So the current progress is minus 0.3, but if I had the Ulema like me a good bit more, like seeking their support, then they would be able to get it done. So I'm gonna bank on that. It's gonna take the turn of the month, I suspect. No, just takes a little bit. Be done in 5 years. They'll probably not like me within those 5 years, but I might even get an Inquisitor in that time. Jake, what's the reason for having moving armies on? Is it just your preference, or do you know a secret advantage here? I just prefer to see it move on the map. I remember in EU3 when it would just go dut 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 dut. I didn't like that. I like to see a bit of progression. Okay, so I can really take these guys to the cleaners. I want to pay a bit of attention to culture here, so I would like all of this to go to Brunei. If it's their core, then it's even better. Their claim, rather, it's even better. But I also want to take down some of the enemy forts, because they get in the way. And I'm not really doing any of that by this. Did I give you Kyoto? I didn't even claim Kyoto, which was a poor move by me. No, you did claim that, but it's not a concern for me. You claimed Musashi. I don't see a reason not to give it to you. And there are still these forts here that really bother me by getting in my way. If you really want Musashi, I'll just give it to you. Now, if I could just give you Kai and Mino as well, I would rip everything out of Japan. Would you like that? I can think of someone who wouldn't like it, but that's not my concern. And I'll probably just give this to Ainu, because Ainu needs to know that I love them a little bit. That's pretty satisfactory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces, but is it too much for them? 7 and 11 and 7 and 8, because I know how to count. 7, 7 and 8's 22, and that's 30, 40, 50, yeah, it's fine. My math's always up to par. Yeah, just do it. Now these provinces are not of the correct culture. They may become accepted, but I highly doubt it. He might struggle to court, although, because he'll have to court 1, then 1, then 1. But he'll get it figured out, I'm sure. I'll get all of my units together and then reorganize them. Again in Setsu. Jake, you are sexy when victorious. Why, thank you, but I'm not about to play any honey pop anytime soon. Already completed that, thanks. I want this tech so much. Maybe I could just tax the Dhimmi into giving it up for me. Okay, so what did we want here? I can't even remember. I think it was 16, 16, 8. Yeah, that seems about right. Which means I would need you guys brought up to about 16, 16, 8 as well. I'll get you over there. And then I want all my boats collected to... Alright, so you can help look after these. I'm still playing by old fort rules, so maybe you should actually hang around in the mountains to make my life that bit more sufferable. That's 28. Supply here is about 28. That's good. Jake, why 16, 8, 16? Because I play around with my composition in most games. I don't like to just use one and call that the Holy Grail. Galleys are the Holy Fail, so away they go. I got really no use for galleys right now. I do have a use for fighting Korea though, but really... I can't actually claim either of these islands. I don't have land adjacency to do so. Ainu would. Don't know if Ainu is going to listen to my word here, but... Okay, that's definitely not what I want to click. Let's say these are what I want. Jake, do new fort relief rules apply if you're relieving the fort of an ally or a vassal? Of course they do. We thought of that one. Please give us some credit. Okay, you guys just chill out in New Hormuz, which I don't like having such... No, its supply limit is actually good. This is also good. Trust in your neighbor. It is stipulated in our teachings. I have yet to do a run with high corruption. That is going to change soon. I have an idea for a run I want to do in the future. I won't go into full detail of it right now, because then you'll just be wanting me to do that instead of this. Which you've got every right to do, but I don't have to listen to you. I want my tax, but I also want resilient state. It's the greatest idea there is. Oh, but if I get a dynamic court, then I'll probably finally get that Inquisitor I've been wanting. No, I get a philosopher. Ugh, I'm gonna fire Mahmud Anwar just to make myself feel better. Jake, how do fort relief rules work for occupied forts? If you occupy it, then you get the bonus on it. Oh sweet, finally Inquisitor. Just what the doctor ordered. So let's find us a fort here. Johor, for example. I have managed to occupy Johor. Woo, good on me. And then I go and just chill out in New Hormuz for a bit, and then Ayutthaya comes and starts besieging Johor. I march right back in, and I get the defensive bonus, except there is no defensive bonus because it's farmland. What a terrible example that was. Okay, here's a fort. I am fighting Pegu. I have occupied Martaban, but because I'm a terrible player, I pull all my units out, and he starts trying to siege Martaban back. I then leap into action and try to relieve the fort, and I get the bonus for defending in jungle since I am relieving the fort. That's how it goes down. Oh, you hear that? That's Ayutthaya at it again. And Ming are joining in the fun. Now I have every confidence in my lights being able to slaughter his lights. But my army is not in position for any of this, and I have a lot of fleets that I want to not be out at the moment. Specifically these guys. What's he declaring war for? Reconquest of Bintan. I'm telling you now, that's not going to happen. But I need a lot of these guys to not be dancing around right now. Gotta also be aware that Vijayanagar could use this opportunity to try and reconquer this. I'm going to keep that fort active just in case. My fort's all reactivated on will, of course. Alright, so what can I do? Bearing in mind I still haven't got my better tech that I've been wanting all this time. Well, I think the obvious thing is for Rashid Madurai, the Eternal Admiral, to get out there and fish me some heads. So I would like you to hunt enemy fleets in the South China Sea, since that, I suspect, is where they'll be coming from. But they will also likely invade me up here, so I should also have somebody looking after the East China Sea. I don't have the fleets for both, unless I want to leave Ceylon unguarded. I don't want to leave Ceylon unguarded. I'm not sure if beggars can be choosers here, especially since I'm looking at 30 heavies right here. How about I take it manual? I'm just going to sail around and crush everything I see. But you guys should all be going home since this is scary wartime. Jake, do you have an ally that you can give Ayutthaya land to? No, but I got a plan for Ayutthaya. I don't need to give away land, I just need to bring out the person that I want it to go to here. Alright, so he's just fighting me with his... No, those are heavies. There go my lights. They're running, which is good for them. So Dai Viet and Andhra wish to give me units. Well, sell me units. I'm not going to pay Andhra for anything. And if Dai Viet bring in units, they're just going to die. Which is very pertinent. So, good. We managed to take care of that, thanks to backup. I want all of you to go home at war, though, since this is no place for a light. So our incredibly superior boats are holding out very well here. What is my ship durability, and is that shown anywhere? I don't think it is. Okay, Ayutthaya is buying up the units, the crafty beggar. But there we go, there goes the Ayutthayan's ability to fight me aggressively. But I still need to be prepared for the Ming. Come get some Ming. I would much rather fight them at 100% here. But if I'm given an opportunity to slaughter a whole load of heavies, I'm going to take it. So they will not, or rather I will be getting ticking war score for holding what they want to have here. Jake, are you fortifying Ceylon? Well, define fortifying. It has a fort. I will probably rip out that fort in the future, since I don't need it. It's all going to be following the one true faith. Alright, that's pretty sweet. There go the enemy heavies already. What I could, would, and should probably do are gather up my my trade fleet and just stick Ayutthaya under blockade so they can start thinking about how nasty they've been to me. Then again, Ligor Lagor giving military access to others. Kind of wish that I had now allied Lagor. But then that would have forced me to fight around here. They grant access to Ayutthaya, which in turn gives access to everyone else. Damn. I should still crush Ayutthaya, but when it comes army versus army, there's probably slaughter mine. Unless I want to invite them here piecemeal and destroy them, but I can think about that in the future. Still want to chase down any enemy fleet there is, though. You're going to the Yellow Sea. I probably won't be able to catch you there. You let it catch you. Yeah, so it seems not. Galleys are surplus to requirements. And I only want those 5 lights I see there. They're not my 5 lights. The 2 of you in best condition. Can go and add to that fleet. No, I needed 4 of you actually. The rest of you can get scuppered. Now I just stare angrily at Ayutthaya until they understand that... Well, I saw that one coming. The Gianagar also want a piece of me. Thankfully their fleet is right there, ready to be crushed. And also thankfully, admirals understand how to instantly transport themselves from one location to another. He may bring some friends, so I may lose Hormuz. But this is reconquest, and again, I'm going to enjoy just getting my land back here. Sheikh tried to take the island next to Ming. I want it. Oh dear, he's bringing in everybody. So I am going to lose Hormuz, most likely. Yeah, he's already got heavies here just ready to poach me. I don't care about Hormuz to that degree. It is only the old capital, so these places, or these ships, are just gonna go. This is a wake-up call that I need a bigger heavy fleet. I would love to make one. I would love the tech to have better heavies. There's a lot of things I'd love. But I need to defend myself in vital points, as well as crush enemy navies. Thankfully, our boats are really, really good. But they are... well, they can't last forever. The emirs like me, the merchants don't. When do the merchants ever like me? Ooh, I want that dip. Could give them charters, but that wouldn't give them the... that'll make them like me at the very least, and I can take the contribution for it, which is probably better than the taxes I would have gotten. Still want that dip though, but I do love money. Ka-ching. Yeah, but this needs reinforced. It's not like I have repairing in coastal sea zones yet. Okay, wait, what is he trying to do? I think he was trying to make his way across the bugger. Don't need any transports here. I do need you guys kind of repaired up, but I'll try to micro that if I can. Now, who else is going to come for us? I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Jake actually being prepared for obvious invasions. I get it eventually. Okay, so I'll be able to afford that later on this year. No need to move my units out from here. And my heavies are just sitting there taking attrition because I love attrition. Where should I even put you guys? Maybe just slam you there to get you some repairs done. I think local repair is now gone. Yeah, there are no longer buildings with local repair, which is kind of good. Removes a lot of the micro. I still need quite a lot of you repaired though, and power projection is gone thanks to my military or my blockades. No, what am I looking for? Yikes. That looks okay though. My privateers being gone. That's what I'm looking for. It's alright though, I can take it. Oh, I was just a little bit too slow on that. It's okay, you guys are